So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. That means we are that day of the week when either you're thrilled to death because the weekend is coming, or you're like, wait a second, I didn't get nearly enough done this week. I need more time. Which one are you? So it's gift-giving time of the year, although it can be gift-giving time of the year any time of the year, but this time it's kind of formalized, isn't it? So I want you to give yourself a gift of making a decision, because you're in a special mindset right now. We'll chat about that. And I want to give you this gift today that you can use for yourself, because I know you're thinking about this stuff as we go through the season, okay? It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. It's me, Scott Smith, a guy with common sense, because I got a really common name, it's one of those things. And I'm happy to have you here today. I did want to tell you that we made a change recently in the past week or so, and it's been kind of fun. And some folks have been left off balance because I cut the end of the show off. I just cut it off. So I cut it off because I felt like the last part of the show was a little bit redundant. And it was like, okay, I'm just kind of saying some things again. So I just cut it off. Well, when I did that, I forgot to compensate for the fact that I cut the show short by a minute. And so this week I've added that minute back in. So we actually have added about a minute of, I think, pretty cool content to the show. And if you are getting the daily nugget, the daily email I send out, you also notice those emails are now much more robust and much more in-depth, and they're pushing about 500 words every single day now, and they are the prep for this show. So if you are getting the daily nugget, a really cool thing you can do is to open up that daily nugget and read it while I do the podcast, because I follow the nugget as I do the podcast, but I fill in what's between the lines. And we take what will take you about a minute and a half to read and turn it into a 9 or 10 minute show. It's just something you can do today just to kind of it's two different modalities. It's a way for you to read and hear at the same time, and it's going to stick with you a little bit better as you do that. So as we approach the most spiritual time of the year, I find more and more of my personal thoughts, and maybe you're the same. I'm hoping you are. I'm assuming you are. My dad used to say, don't assume, make an ass out of you and me. Okay, well, I hope you are. I hope your thoughts are focused on what your future will bring. I know mine are. I know the conversation I've had with my clients are the same thing. There's a weird kind of this conversion of thoughts that happen this time of year. When you get to the end, you're almost like taking a deep breath. It's like, oh, this is what I've done. What am I going to do? But in between, there's this thing. We got to get through the thing first before we get to the next thing next year. It all happens every year, right? But instead of drafting a list of goals, I'm not. Because my mind, and I think yours as well, is settling into a different space. It's natural. Society does this for us. It's been going on for years. We've always had this holiday season. And we all move in a certain direction, and it's like November 1st, the stations start playing Christmas music and the stores start selling Christmas stuff in August, and suddenly we're there, right? But my thoughts were, what if I could give myself a gift that would instantly give me what I want? What if you could give yourself a gift that would instantly give you what you want, no matter what it is? Yeah, I really mean that. It's just about anything. What if I don't have to chase my dreams? I can start living them right now instead. What if you don't have to chase anything? It just shows up. What if there was nothing in my way ever? It just happened. Is that possible? So that way of thinking may seem a bit out of touch in today's world. I don't think it is. In fact, it's not. Because it happens every day for millions of people around the world. It can happen for you too. So here's a simple truth I want to kind of pop into your head. Everything changes instantly and very likely forever when you give yourself a gift of making a decision. If you hate your job and decide to quit, everything changes. Everything changes instantly if you decide you need some space for yourself. If you turn off the phone and take a walk in the woods, it changed, didn't it? Sometimes we don't pay attention to that little subtle change, but that's why you do it in the first place. If you decide to say yes to yourself and say no to others more often, you experience change, don't you? I know it's a simple way of thinking, but in this complicated world where things are complicated for the sake of being complicated, we like to go to sophisticated. And when you go to sophisticated, you go to simple. It's simple. Say no to others more than you say yes, and you get to say yes to yourself more every day. I could go on forever. I don't really need to. But if you've been alive for any length of time at all, you understand that you're only stuck until you decide not to be stuck. Once you make a decision that you're not stuck anymore, you're moving again. That's life. Let me say that again, because a lot of folks are listen, I live in a world, my industry that I live in is basically about, are you stuck? Let me help you get moving. That's kind of what we do, right? Which is the motivational thing. It's awesome because there are a lot of ways to get you moving forward, get you momentum, and it's good to have. We have to have it in our life. We love it. We thrive on that stuff. We love that feeling that comes with it. But the truth is, the very minute that you decide not to be where you are, you'll be somewhere else. You believe that? Think about it for a second. How quickly you can transform your thoughts from one place to another. And if you transform your thoughts, you transform your life. Everything follows your thoughts. That fast. It's easy. But are there limitations? Maybe. But what if there weren't? Are there consequences? Maybe. Well, what if they were all good? Forgot about that, didn't you? Everybody does that. I hate change, Scott. Yeah, but until you get the stuff you want, right? Yeah, that's cool. I mean, if I leave something bad and change to something good, that's awesome. But if I have something good and it changes to bad, I don't like that. I get that. But what if there were no limitations and no consequences to your decision? What if it could change instantly? The point is that any directional change in your life is possible the very instant you decide to recalculate the path you're walking. And you don't even have to do the math on that. All you really have to do is decide, just point yourself in that direction and make a change. I was talking to a client just a few minutes ago, and he was reading Jack Canfield's book, The Success Principles. Very old book now. It's got to be, is that pushing 20 years old? I think it is. And there's a story I recall from the book about heading down that path. And when you head down a path, oftentimes it feels, I don't know where I'm going to go. I can't see it. It's dark. But with every step you take, the path lightens. The lights go on. It's like somebody back behind the bleachers clicks the big thing and turns the big lights on. So when you make a directional change in your life with a little bitty decision or even a large decision, it actually recalculates everything that you're doing, and you move from where you are to where you're going to go. Even if you don't know exactly how you're going to get there, you start in that direction. All you have to do is just keep making decisions along the way. So this year, why not give yourself a gift of considering the possibility that the only thing standing in your way is you standing in your way? I mean, you already know that. But if that's the case, why not get out of your way and just do what you say you're going to do? It's always perplexed me. I say, hey, what do you want to do? Well, this is what I want to do. Great. Fine. Dynamite. I cannot wait to see you do it. 6 months later, hey, did you do that thing you said you wanted to do? You seem so excited. No, I haven't got it. I've been busy. Huh? You didn't do what you said you're going to do? Why not? Oh, no. I'm going around to it. Stuff's happening. You know, kids, work. Huh. Yeah, I know you may not know what to do. Yeah, I know you may not know how to do it. I know that. And I know you may wonder how your life will be when you do it. But all of that is true, so I don't take any of that away from you. It's completely true. But you also know that something needs to be different. You also know what's working and not working now is not going to change. You also know that you're not getting what you want in life. So if you want to change that, just make a little directional decision, give yourself that gift, and move in the direction of your dreams. And I would suggest you start right now. I'll see you tomorrow.